Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got these two yellow shaded right triangles AEB and the other right triangle CED fully inscribed in a circle with a center O, as you can see in this given diagram. And as a result, we get these two chords. This hypotenuse is the chord AB. And this other hypotenuse CD as our another chord. And moreover, the length of this chord AB is 3 units, whereas the length of this chord CD is 5 units. And now our task is to calculate the radius of this circle. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. We can see that this AD is the diameter of this circle with the center O. So therefore, now our task is to calculate the length of this diameter AD. And we know that the diameter is always equal to 2 times the radius lowercase r. And now let's focus on these both of yellow right triangles, this triangle and this other right triangle as well. And now let's recall the inscribed angles theorems. According to this theorem, inscribed angles that intercepts the same arc are always congruent. And now let's focus on this arc BD. We can see that this arc BD is being subtended by this angle and this angle as well. So therefore this angle and this angle, they are congruent. If I call this angle as our angle alpha, then this angle has got to be angle alpha as well. And now let's focus on this other arc AC. And we can see that this arc AC is being subtended by this angle and likewise this angle as well. So therefore these two angles are going to be congruent. If I label this angle as our angle beta, then this angle has got to be our angle beta as well. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this segment BE is equal to this segment CE by the property of symmetry. If I label this segment BE as lowercase a, then this segment EC is going to be lowercase a as well. And moreover, I'm going to label this segment AE as lowercase b. And finally, I'm going to label this segment ED as lowercase c. And now we can see that this right triangle CED and this other right triangle AEB are our similar triangles according to angle-angle similarity theorem. So therefore, we are going to have a proportions. And if we focus on this right triangle and this angle alpha, and likewise this right triangle and this alpha once again, then we are going to have a ratio of these two side lengths CD and ED, and that is going to be equal to the ratio of these side lengths AB and EB. And we can see our this side CD is 5 units. So therefore I'm going to replace that one with 5 units. And likewise this segment ED is lowercase c. So therefore I'm going to replace that one with lowercase c. And moreover, on the right hand side, this AB length is 3 units. So I'm going to replace that one with 3 units. And finally, this EB segment length is lowercase a. So I'm going to replace that one with lowercase a. And now we are going to cross multiply. So therefore, we are going to have 3 times c equals to 5 times a. Let's divide both sides by 3 to isolate c. So therefore, c turns out to be equal to 5 times a divided by 3. So thus we are ended up with the c equals to 5 times a divided by 3. And here's our next step. If we focus on these right angles and these angles beta, then we have a ratio of CD and CE is going to be equal to the ratio of AB and AE. And now let's focus on this CD length. We can see this is 5. So I'm going to replace that one with 5 over here. And we can see our CE length is lowercase a. So I'm going to replace that one with the lowercase a over here. And the other side, this length AB is 3 units. So I'm going to replace that one with the 3 units. And finally, this AE length is going to be lowercase b. So I'm going to replace that one with the lowercase b. Let's go ahead and cross multiply. So therefore we can write 5 times b equal to 3 times lowercase a. Let's divide both sides by 5 to isolate b. So therefore our lowercase b turns out to be equal to 3 times a divided by 5. So thus we got b equal to 3 times a divided by 5. So therefore I'm going to replace this lowercase b value as 3 times a divided by 5. And likewise I have replaced this c by 5 times a divided by 3, as you can see over here. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this whole diameter AD is going to be equal to the sum of these two segments AE and this other segment ED, as you can see in this given equation. And here we can see that this AE segment length is 3 times a divided by 5. So I'm going to replace that one with 3a divided by 5. And likewise this ED segment length is 5a divided by 3. So therefore I'm going to replace with 5a divided by 3, as you can see in this next step. So thus our diameter AD turns out to be 34 times a divided by 15. And now our task is to find the value of this lowercase a. Therefore let's focus on this right triangle AEB. And we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this right triangle. And here's our Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square equal to c square. And our hypotenuse in our case is 3, whereas our two other legs are 3a divided by 5 and lowercase a. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got a square plus 3a divided by 5 whole square equal to 3 square. As you can see in this next step, the square of this fraction is going to give us 9a square divided by 25, and on the right hand side 3 square is 9. And now I'm going to remove this fraction by multiplying by 25 across the board on both sides. So therefore we are ended up with 25 times a square. This 25 and 25 is gone, so that is going to give us plus 9a square equal to 225. So therefore we are ended up with 34 times a square equals to 225. And now we are going to divide by 34 to isolate a square. So this is gone. So therefore a square turns out to be equal to 225 divided by 34. And now I'm going to undo this square by taking a square root on both sides. And here we can see a turns out to be equal to square root of 225 is simply 15 divided by square root of 34. And now we are going to rationalize the denominator by multiplying and dividing by square root of 34 at the very same time. So therefore our lowercase a value turns out to be 15 times square root of 34 divided by 34. And now let's make an observation. We know that our diameter AD is 34 times A divided by 15. And our A value is right here. So I'm going to substitute this value over here. As you can see in this next step, I have replaced this A value with this A value right here. And now we can see this 34 is gone. Likewise 15 and 15 is gone as well. So therefore we are ended up with simply square root of 34. So our diameter AD turns out to be square root of 34. And we know our diameter AD is equal to 2 times radius lowercase r. So therefore I can write 2 times radius lowercase r equals to square root of 34. Let's divide both sides by 2 to isolate radius lowercase r. So therefore our radius lowercase r turns out to be 34 divided by 2 units. And here are some interesting facts. The square of this chord 3 square is going to be 9. And the square of this another chord 5 square is going to give us 25. So therefore we can see the diameter of this circle is going to be the square of these two lengths. 3 square plus 5 square is going to give us square root of 9 plus 25. So the diameter turns out to be square root of 34 this way. So thus our radius turns out to be square root of 34 divided by 2 units. And that is going to be approximately equal to 2.92 units as well. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.